Good evening. My name is Melanie Garzon, and today I am going to talk about discourse markers. Discourse markers are an important part of English because they help us organize our ideas and communicate more effectively. We use them every day when we speak or write, often without realizing it. In this presentation, I will explain what discourse markers are, why they are important, the main types, and some examples of how to use them correctly. Well, let's begin. Well, first, let's define discourse makers. Markers. Discourse markers are words or expressions that connect ideas and show the relationships between sentences or parts of a conversation. They make communication clearer, more organized, and easier to understand. Although they usually do not change the meaning of a sentence and cohesion. For example, words like however, therefore, first, finally, and for example, are common discourse markers. Without these connectors, our speech or writing may sound disconnected or confusing. Well, there are several types of discourse markers depending on their function. First, addition makers, such as and, also, and furthermore, and new information. Second, contrast markers like however and on the other hand introduce different or opposite ideas. Third, cause and effect markers such as because, therefore, and as a result explain reasons and consequences. We also have consequences markers like first, next, and finally, which help organize ideas in order. Finally, example markers such as for example, and for instance, introduce illustration that makes explanation clearer. Now, let's look at some examples. For addition, we can say, "Mm, learning English is interesting. Furthermore, it opens many job opportunities. For contrast, she studied very hard. However, the exam was difficult. For cause and effect, um, it was raining. Therefore, we stayed at home. And for the sequence, first read the instruction, then complete the activity. Finally, check your answers. These examples show how markers connect ideas smoothly and make communication more natural. Discourse markers are important because they improve both speaking and writing. They help us organize information logically, express our opinions clearly, and guide the listener or reader throughout our ideas. They also improve fluency because they make conversation sounds more natural. For example, learners using discourse markers correctly increase confidence and helps produce more coherent presentation, essays, and conversation. For this reason, they are considered an essential communication skills. Well, to conclude, Discourse markers are simple but very useful words that connect ideas and improve communication. They help us organize information, express relationships between ideas, and make both spoken and written English more effective. Learning to use discourse markers correctly can significantly improve our fluency, coherence, and overall communication skills. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope this presentation helped you understand the importance of discourse markers. Have a great day.